Hey guys, I'm hoping to sneak in here for a late Wood Wednesday. I just got this guy in the mail, and what it is the 79 1-dot electrician's knife, and it's got really full blades on it. It's got some carbon spotting going on, but we've got our 1-dot tang stamp, and really this is the 31 pattern knife, which you usually see in a 6.2 3.1 and a half, and the half meaning the clip point blade. But they did make these early on in a spear, which are really rare on the regular pattern. But on the electrician's knife like this one, the spear is the common blade, and the you can see the number on this one is a 12031L, which I will talk about in a second. The L means locking. Let's get the electrician's knife out. So that's the locking knife. This one too is like it's in really good shape. But like I said, it's got some carbon stuff, but I mean the blades look untouched, unsharpened. But what's interesting, if you're noticing that this side of the wood looks, I mean, it's definitely lighter, but I'm also thinking it might be slightly different grain pattern. I'm not sure. I'm not like any kind of expert. But I don't know, like if that would be someone rehandled this thing. There is some other issues with this knife, but it was a great price. I'm not a huge electrician's knife collector, but this thing was just the right price, and it came up. So anyhow, a couple other things about this knife. It has insane snap, but you can see actually when I did that this pin is coming out of where the bail is, because see that, because the pin is actually let me see if I can get a better closer and show you guys. I figured out my focus. It won't focus on the 77mm lens. But see, do you see down in there where this bail, it's cut? It's actually cut right there. And what's crazy is that this blade, if you look real close, I might not be able to get it. Maybe you can see this little nick, I think, up in this area where we've got some blade wrap, because I believe, I could be wrong, but I'm almost sure. See that little indention right there? You can kind of make it out. Dude, the blade cut that pin. That's what it seems like to me, because I can definitely see some blade rub there. Now, the handles are slightly different color, so that could indicate a rehandle, in which case this is cut for some other reason. But it exactly lines up with where that blade is, and given how much snap this thing has, I mean, I'm letting that down easy because I know it hits. I can feel it's contacting. Like I'm gonna say that is what cut this, but like I said, I could be wrong, because there is some other things like that handle being a slightly different color, although that might just be a casualty of the 79 case degradation of production value a little bit. But one thing that's cool about this guy is that the shield is pinned on, which I love. I'm working on a copperhead video right now, of a knife I took apart and I kind of messed up the bone. I've mentioned it, but the shield popped off and it's pinned. and I have to go in and put those pins in, and just exercising that little, like working with that shield and having to put the pins in, like gave me all new appreciation for a pinned in shield, which I kind of covet in a 79 anyways, because it's like some of the knives are pinned, some of them are glued, because that was like part of the time period where they were starting to glue shields in. So anyway, I love a pin shield. That's the to get to the point. So just quickly, I want to address, it's weird. I have this book. This is like it says there, 12031L, right? Okay, there we go. 12031L. Now, here is the book that I get most of my case information from. Let's see if this white is going to just mess up our whole image here. So here is the knife down here, and it's listed as a 12031LR. I don't necessarily know what the R stands for, and if I read it right, I'm not finding what the R stands for even in this book. So here it goes into, there is also a hawkbill version of this knife. First they introduced here, I'll just read this really quick. The 13031 LR 3-blade electrician's knife was discontinued in 74. The 11031 SH, which is a different knife, discontinued 78. Production of the 12031 LR with the spear, master blade, and walnut handles continued into the early 1980s. In 79, another variation was added, the 12031 LHR. This version was similar, but had a hawkbill style master blade in place of the spear master blade. The 12031 LR was discontinued in mid-82, and the 12031 LHR was discontinued in December of 82. And so this is the 3-blade, but then here is that 2-blade version of the same knife, which since that was, see, it's crazy though, right? Look at right here. It says 1977, right? And then right here, maybe I found a typo. In 79, another version was added, the 12031 LHR. Well, that contradicts itself right here, which I'm finding the LHR is to 77. So I don't know. What am I missing? Anyhow, this book does have a lot of information. I don't know if that's a typo or what that I just found while we're in the middle of this video. But the same guy who wrote the book, that book, and he is good, like whether that's a typo or a mistake or whatever, that book is super thorough and very, very helpful to me, and I really like it. A big part of it, it has all the color pictures. Like, not a lot of books have a ton of color pictures, and the printing is like really, really nice printing in it. So it's a great book. But anyway, the same guy is on a website called AAPK, which is all about pocket knives. And it is, I mean, the people on there are next level from any YouTubers I have found. They're like guys who are just way into pocket knives of every kind, and it's like a old school forum type of website, but it is full of amazing information. Anyways, the guy who wrote that book is on this forum a lot of times, and I kind of tracked him down and asked him, because I'm doing the 79 things, where can I find how do I know what patterns were made that year? And he said the best way is by a price list. Like, I don't have a catalog. I've been looking for a catalog from 1979 just because I think, right, it would be cool to have if my goal is somehow to start collecting all the patterns made in 79, which is nuts, because here's the price list for that. And, you know, it's vast. There's all kinds of cooking knives. I mean, they made all kinds of stuff. Plus, you got to go into like the different sharpening tools. They had a lot of products that year. So I don't know. I may have to rethink everything, and maybe just make it the like pocket knives and hunting knives, or who knows, maybe I'll get far enough into it where I'm gonna do kitchen knives and that sort of thing. But anyways, I got this price list from him, which is so cool. He just like sent it to me. Like, he's just so into knives, he just has it, you know what I mean? It's not like, I don't know, like for him, I think it's fun for him to give people this stuff. So anyways, I found down here lock open folding knives, and it's 12031 LR. So that's this knife. It looks like in 1979 it was $18, which that'd be cool if you get a one perfect condition for $18 now, right? But what I get to do now is kind of like cross off or mark that I have that pattern. Now, I'm not looking for pristine knives. Like I said, I can't really afford to just look for like pristine knives. But so I just take them where I can get them, kind of, as long as I like them. And so anyway, I'm able to kind of check off this electrician's knife, and I will go through and continue to do this as I acquire them. And hopefully that won't be too boring for you guys. I don't know. I'll try and keep you guys up to date on some of it. Here, white paper just like throws off everything. I'm not that into the electrician knife all that much, but I'll tell you what I am into is this wood, right? It's just so beautiful. It just screams 70s too, with the brass lock on there too. Like, brass and wood together really, really give me 70s vibes. And I don't know, this is a cool knife, and I just wanted to kind of hop on here and get one in just under the wire for Wood Wednesday. I'm gonna have to, like I said, figure out how to repair that bail, and this one needs a little bit of cleanup too, because there is like, oh boy, hold on a second. Get this guy out. Electrician's knife is those are famously difficult to get out, right? But I don't know if I can get that carbon off there or not. I really need to talk to someone who is super knowledgeable, because like, I could sand this thing, but it also has a factory finish on it. I mean, it's totally, you know what I mean? Like, if I start sanding on that factory mirror polish comes off too. So I got to figure out the right way to address some of that carbon spotting on this knife as well as others. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by, and happy Wood Wednesday, I guess. All right, take it easy.